Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for you to be updated on my next uploads. Today, pag-uusapan po natin mga kaguro ang bagong labas na DepEd Order number 005 series of 2024 entitled Rationalization of Teachers' Workload in Public Schools and Payment of Teaching Overload dated April 29, 2024. Ang DepEd order na ito ay alinsunod sa Republic Act No. 4670 dated June 18, 1966 or the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers and the Civil Service Commission Resolution No. 080096 dated January 28, 2028. There are four salient features for this DepEd order. Letter A, teachers shall render 8 hours of service per day, of which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching. Letter B, the remaining 2 hours shall be allotted for work incidental to the normal teaching duties which may be spent within or outside the school premises. C, other teaching-related work, such as but not limited to being a school coordinator, shall be duly compensated in accordance with Section 14 of RA 4670. And letter D, in exigency of service, actual classroom teaching in excess of the required 6 hours shall be compensated through payment of teaching overload provided that it does not exceed 2 hours per day. Layo ng DepEd order na ito na maging gabay sa lahat ng mga DepEd offices and schools, kasama na ang mga school heads and teachers upang maipaliwanag at maging klaro ang pagbibigay ng workload sa lahat ng teachers ng public schools at upang mabigyan ng karapatang benepisyo o bayad ang mga teachers who exceed prescribed workload or working hours. This DepEd order aims to enable teachers to focus on their core function of teaching by establishing a more conducive work environment. This goal shall be achieved through a fair and equitable distribution of teaching workload and implementation of a streamlined set of teacher ancillary tasks and teaching-related assignments. The process for the payment of teaching overload and the accumulation of vacation service credit is provided as guidance for all concerned personnel and offices. Here are the guidelines and procedures stipulated in this DepEd order. For the streamlining of teaching workload, it states that a public school teacher shall render 8 hours of work per day, of which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching and 2 hours shall be allocated for teacher ancillary tasks which may be spent within or outside school premises. It is also emphasized here that no teacher shall be required to submit documentary evidence or accomplishment reports on how the 2 hours of ancillary tasks are spent outside school premises. In a week, a teacher must be able to render 30 hours of actual classroom teaching and 10 hours of teacher ancillary tasks. Para naman po sa mga master teachers, they shall likewise render 6 hours of actual classroom teaching and the 2 hours shall be allotted to teacher ancillary tasks incidental to the teacher's normal teaching duties. In cases where master teachers are designated as class advisors, this task shall form part of the 6 hours of actual classroom teaching. In line with the function of master teachers as defined in PPST, coaching, mentoring, and provision of technical assistance to colleagues shall be treated as an ancillary task and shall be compensated with vacation service credit if performed beyond the 8-hour workday following the procedures provided herein. Ang pagiging class advisor naman ay part of the ancillary tasks of teachers and shall be treated as a teaching load equivalent to 1 hour per day or 5 hours a week. Included in the 5 hours is the prescribed time for the homeroom guidance program. Ang lahat naman po ng mga remediation and or enhancement classes shall likewise be treated as a teaching load. The allotted time and other procedural guidelines shall be in accordance with other DepEd issuances. Program-based strategy, approach, or intervention intended to strengthen the skills and competencies of learners conducted during the allotted time per learning area shall not account for an additional teaching load. Ang lahat naman po ng mga teachers na na-designate as TIC or Teacher in Charge are considered school heads. The designation of TIC shall be supported by a duly signed designation order from the school's division superintendent. Hence, all TIC shall be relieved of teaching and other related duties and perform fully the function of a school head. However, in the exigency of service, TICs may be given teaching loads on the conditions that all teachers in the school have been assigned the maximum teaching overload of 2 hours. The teaching load of TICs shall form part of their regular work hours. As a result, any work performed beyond the regular work hours shall be compensated accordingly. The alternative learning system or ALS and special needs education teachers shall likewise observe the prescribed work hours for teachers. The school head shall ensure that teaching load is equitably and fairly distributed among teachers. How to compute teaching overload? Hours rendered as actual classroom teaching in excess of the 6 hours in a day shall be counted as teaching overload. The number of minutes accumulated on a weekly basis shall be converted into hours for the computation of appropriate teaching overload pay. Important note, the maximum hours of teaching overload per day is only 2 hours as provided in RA number 4670 of the Department of Budget and Management. Ang mga teachers lamang ng mga schools na may teacher shortage based on the enhanced planning parameters ang eligible for teaching overload pay. Also, teachers holding contractual positions funded by the local school board or the LGU paid are not eligible to receive teaching overload pay. Upang maging klaro kung ano ang mga ancillary tasks na pwedeng ibigay sa mga teachers, narito ang mga nakasaad na teacher ancillary tasks. First is curriculum planning. It includes preparation of lesson plans, action research, and attendance to LAC sessions. Letter B, curriculum delivery and pedagogy. It includes preparation of IMs, checking and recording of learners' attendance and participation in classroom management. Letter C is assessment of learners' progress, which includes checking of exercises and summative tests, recording of academic performance results, and grading learners' performance of achievement. And letter D, homeroom guidance and management, which includes class advising duties, periodic reporting of attendance, preparation and submission of report card and other school forms, and conference with parents and home visits when necessary. Para sa mga master teachers, ang pagko-coach, pagme-mentor, and pagbibigay ng technical assistance sa mga kaguro shall be treated as an ancillary task. LAC coordinator, inset coordinator shall also be included in their functions among others. And school heads shall prepare individual class programs, ensuring that schedule of teachers give ample time for the preparation and correction of exercise and other work incidental to normal teaching duties herein defined. Teachers conducting conferences with parents and home visits performed beyond regular work hours shall be granted with vacation service credit, subject to the guidance provided by DepEd issuances. Master teachers performing coaching and mentoring, as well as providing technical assistance to colleagues beyond regular work hours, shall also be likewise granted with vacation service credit. To ensure that teachers are focused on their core mandate, which is to teach, the following teaching-related assignments are herein defined, which may be designated to teachers. Letter A, school coordinator, which includes reading, literacy, and numeracy, research, special needs education, ICT, guidance and advocacy, inclusive education. Teachers may be designated as trainer or advisor in school paper, sports development programs, SELG or SSLG, or they may be designated as chairman in grade level or learning area. In the designation of teaching-related assignments, school heads shall consider the specialization of teachers who shall be assigned along with their respective workloads. Teachers with less than 6 hours of teaching load shall be prioritized in the designation to teaching-related assignments. They shall also consider the guidelines and requirements written in other existing policies. The designation of teaching-related assignments shall be enabled by a designation order from the school head duly concurred by the teacher concerned. Schools shall prepare a list of teachers designated to perform teaching-related assignments and submit to the Office of the School's Division Superintendent for approval. Those teachers who will be performing teaching-related assignments beyond regular work hours, whether within or outside the school premises, shall be granted with vacation service credit subject to the guidelines provided herein. Other teaching-related assignments arising from new programs from higher and within governance levels, whether internal initiatives or resulting from partnership with stakeholders, shall be subsumed in any of the categories mentioned. Paano po natin matatanggap ang teaching overload pay? So, ang ating pong teaching overload will be compensated through teaching overload pay. The school head shall prepare a record of teachers who rendered services beyond 6 hours, aggregated on a weekly basis. Ang payment ng ating teaching overload shall be made on a quarterly basis subject to the extent of allotment for the purpose. In case na hindi enough ang funds ng DepEd, ang ating teaching overload hours shall be converted to vacation service credit. Mga dapat nating tandaan upang mabigyan tayo ng vacation service credit. So, ang 8 hours ng services na ating na-render beyond the regular work hours shall be equivalent to at least 1.25 vacation service credit. Upang mabigyan tayo ng vacation service credit, teachers shall secure authority from the school head to render work beyond regular work hours, specifying the following: name and position, date and time or hours to be rendered, the purpose or task to be accomplished, and the justification. The school head will then approve the request after thorough evaluation of the necessity and urgency of the declared purpose to be accomplished. For the request of grant of service credit, teachers shall submit the following to the school head: individual accomplishment report and approved authority. Once na na-approve na ni school head, ang HRMO will then prepare a special order indicating the list of eligible teachers and the number of earned vacation service credit, which will be approved by the school's division superintendent. Once approved by the SDS, the personnel unit shall record the earned vacation service credit in the employee's leave card. Teachers shall be regularly informed of their earned vacation service credits. The earned vacation service credit are used to offset absences of a teacher due to illness or to offset proportional deduction in the vacation salary due to absences for personal reasons or late appointment. The accrued VSC or vacation service credit may be converted to sick leave or vacation leave credits for monetization, subject to the availability of funds. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned from this video. If you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for you to be updated on my next videos.